how I noticed on your album Audio Diary, you have a you have the shirt on.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! How did that happen? Audio Diary. You have a song called Facebook. So speaking of social media, he's on his phone right now, kind of disrespecting the interviewer.
No disrespect.
No, to me, that's fine. It's okay. It's all right. It's fine. How does social media help you? Does it help you write the song? And does it help you in any of the creative process at all?
Let me be honest. Like again, like I say, like all my music comes from like real life experiences. This song Facebook is from a real life experience. Like I was at a party and I was leaving and I had spoken to this girl, and as I was leaving she said, "Hit me on my Facebook." And it just kind of took me back. I was like, oh, it's like she wasn't even trying to give me her number. She was just like, well, hit me on my Facebook. So, the song's that's kind of how the chorus goes, It's like, we didn't exchange no numbers, but we said a few words. She remembered my name and I remember hers. As I was walking out the door, that's what I heard. Guess what I heard? Just hit my Facebook. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's catchy. I'm going to try and pitch it to Facebook, and we'll see how it goes from
Sounds like you got Mark Zuckerberg.
Shout out to Mark Zuckerberg.
and his billions of dollars.
Yeah,
he could just throw our way.
Hey, I want you to hear this song, Mark. Let's talk.
Like in general, describe to me what the hip hop scene is like in Salt Lake, or the music scene in Salt Lake in general.
All right. Well,
for you.
Okay. For me.
For you.
I mean, let's just be honest. It's like out here, it's like
nothing if we don't
out here, it's like crabs in a barrel. You know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be a little bit more unity in the scene. I'm fortunate that I have a great team around me, and I'm associated and affiliated with a lot of great artists and individuals and business-minded individuals, and so that's kind of who I, stick with and who I make moves with, and it's been working for us. Like, I mean, there's just a lot of talent out here, and once we get a nice infrastructure, like that talent will just be like, it'll just be nonstop, like as far as like being given to the public. But I mean, we really need to come together out here. Like, there needs to be a little bit more unity, and I think it'll help our scene out a lot. But as far as the talent, like hands down, like we can compete with anybody anywhere, any city and any. Yeah, as far as making music, like we can make. There's heartfelt, wonderful music that's made out here.
But what do you think would take to get that unity?
I don't even, like, it's just pride, like pride issues. Like, me, like, I'm cool with everybody out here. Like, I have no problems with nobody. But, like, just recently I've just been noticing that, we bicker about things that don't matter. Like, I'm just trying to get back to the music and, meet and only work with people that are like-minded and motivated to make good music. And for me, that's what's been helping us, and we avoid all negativity and just stay focused on the positive and making good music. And so I think people just need to set aside their pride and decide what they really want to do. If this music thing is what they want to do, they got to understand it's a business, and there's sacrifices you got to make, like your ego, and if you're not willing to do that,
What does it take to collaborate with you? Because I know a lot of folks out here in the scene want to collaborate with you.
I mean, it's not even like I don't.
Or maybe the other way around, they want you to collaborate with them.
Like I said, like, I love working with everybody. Like, I've kind of taken a little, not break, but like I've kind of like ventured off to like the indie scene as far as like music is concerned. I'm working with some indie artists right now, just because I love that sound. I love that full band sound. That's kind of where I'm at. But as far as collaborating, like, you bring something to the table, and I'm down to work with anybody. Like, let's shoot me an email. I mean, we can drop my email down there or whatever. feelgoodmusic@gmail.com. If it makes sense, I'm down to work. Because I love music, and I love to work with anybody that's like-minded. You just gotta be motivated and willing to put in the work. Like, I'm not really into like the halftime musicians. Like, if you're a halftime artist, like, it's not your passion and your drive, then it's a waste of time to me.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is someone that isn't a halftime musician. Yeah, you said it.
Yeah, exactly. If you're a halftime musician, I mean,
don't worry.
Yeah, I mean, let's.
Your time's not.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's beneficial to me to invest in someone that's not, really motivated in that direction in life. Like, my focus is music. I love music, and that's what I want to do.
How do collaborations come about? There's a lot of collaborations on this album. With people within the feel good music and close friends and people that you'll see if you come out to a feel good music night.
May 7th. When is this thing going to be aired, Chase?
It'll be sometime in April. This will be aired. So
before May 7th.
Before May 7th. Yeah.
May 7th.
The MC will be great this time. He will. So the groups that come out, but the MC will be great. May 7th. But if you come out to that, you'll see a lot of people. A lot of these folks are on your album. How do collaborations come about? I mean, do you hear it in your head first? I guess. Well, let me ask this question first. How do you hear that in your head first, and then the collaborations come about?
Yeah, when I hear, it's crazy, and I don't know how to explain it. When I hear music, I hear the voices in my head that's supposed to be on those, different parts of the songs. I start humming the tunes, and it just comes to me, and then I just reach out to people, and it's always been love. When I tell them, I know you're supposed to be on this song, and approach them that way, then it's, it always, people always come through for me. So it's just, I hear the music and I write, and then I hear the voices that I want on the song. I write a lot of the choruses, 99% of the choruses, all of the choruses that you hear from on my album, I wrote them, and then I get different people to sing them.
So you hear most of the song in your head before it comes out. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I've always wanted to know how a song is written, if the writer, or in your case, the artist, hears the whole thing. Because as a comedy writer, I never know what's going to come out of my mouth until I'm up there performing. And you can probably testify to that.
Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Yeah, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. But with you, it's got to be the same over and over most of the time. Do you find that as you perform, does it stray very much from what you've heard in your head?
When I perform?
Yeah, when you record it, does it stray from very much from what you've heard?
Yeah, I mean, I always get a general idea in my head, and that's the awesome thing about working with these artists is when they come to the table, they always bring, who they are and their uniqueness, and always, make what I was thinking better than I thought. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's wonderful. All the collaborations on here are amazing. They're amazing.
I've noticed that you refer to your parents, and that you have an intro for your mom, and you have a letter to your pop. So, are they? Would you call them the most influential on this album? Who's really influential?
What's interesting? My audio diary is very personal. It's not as personable as I probably should have made it, but it's personal enough that you understand where I'm coming from. I'm just trying to give the world a nice introduction to this heartfelt music I'm trying to put out. And this album for sure is definitely emotionally charged, and a lot of that emotion comes from where I come from, my upbringing and the hardships and struggles that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? If you take a look at the back cover is a cover of where is the street that we live on, and the humble situation that we're in right now. And I mean, definitely, I just got two parents that had their lives almost taken from them, had everything they had taken from them, and had to restart their entire lives. You know what I'm saying? I watched my parents struggle my entire life, and I mean, it just motivated me to be a good citizen and to overcome that, and be able someday to be able to provide, and give people that I love and people that I, want to see succeed opportunities that, I didn't have growing up. You know what what I'm saying? And so, yeah, like, my parents are definitely a big motivation in my life, mainly because they inspire me to be better and to do better.
What is the greatest lesson they've taught you?
Like, don't complain and work hard. Like, I think people complain too much. Like it's interesting to me, like, everybody, you know, for the most part, you know, have situations that are out of their control, but, like, you know, we can control, you know, our actions and how we deal with these situations. And I think that's been the biggest lesson in my life, is that, you know, we have the ability, you know, to make a lot of wrongs right. And I mean, they're living testimonies to me of that. And so, you know, my grind is just an embodiment of that, is that hard work and that no complaining. Like, I can't deal with complainers. It's annoying to me.
I annoy him. I love Who You Think on your album. What does that little line say on the album, Who You Think?
Oh yeah, my God, my Jesus, the Holy Ghost, my friends, family, and relationships, good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
And you also think love.
Oh yeah.
You also think love, which
Go ahead.
which that just stood out to me. That stood out to me. I mean, it's. I mean, obviously, a hip hopper's got to thank God, but sorry, that's a little stereotypical. But no, I'm just messing with you. But that just stood out to me. You know, relationships, good and bad, and love. Why would you think that?
Yeah, because that's the I'd say, as far as emotions concerned, that's the most powerful emotion that you'll feel on my songs, that you'll feel throughout this album, is love. Like, love is an emotion that just, like, allows me to write and express myself like nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just powerful. Like, just a powerful emotion. And, like, in my life, like, I've just experienced, the ups and downs of that emotion. And, you know, I thank her. You know, I thank love for the good times, and I thank love for the bad times. You know, it's made me the person I am today. So.
What purpose does Audio Diary is the name of the record, Audio Diary, serve yourself and others? Because it seems really personal.
Yeah. I don't really keep a diary written down. You know, a lot of my diaries that I have are just like, spiritual and interesting experiences that I've had in my life. And what the audio diary is for me is just an opportunity to leave something with my friends and those I love that, just is an absolute representation of my emotions in a certain time period. And that's how all my music is going to be. It's going to be a snapshot of my emotions in whatever time period I'm writing in. And it's just going to be something that I can leave with people. Sort of like, people pass down their diaries. Mine's just going to be in audio form. And so, hence the name Audio Diary.
Destined for greatness, minus the fakeness. Mind gone, I'm a little too distant. I apologize if I rubbed you the wrong way. I'm sorry for the things that I didn't say. I'm sorry.